So from the race onto those boats, and then you can race in real time against the actual pilots as the race is ongoing. And of course, wow, you can do that. That's where there's no race ongoing at the moment. Going short bursts with the electrical boat, the race burst out into the water. Okay, let's give it a go then. So what race has been set aside? So you selected Team Rahanadal, and that's one of our teams. You had a race in the the course, definitely. So maybe you want to go to the right side of the ring. Follow that. I still need to get things like that. So,
Your team is always successful here at Goodwood FOS. Full roll change. Stop the front back from here, so these are all movable bars here. So you're just taking away whatever is not necessary and making it really quick at the event of the track, so you can repair the car quickly. The motor is gone from the track as much as possible, so you have as much clearance as possible for 65 so we kept that detail. Yeah, I mean, you can practically parallel park this thing, and obviously the points are pushing a little too hard, got to that hay bale. Yeah, I'd say an average car would be maybe 25 to 30 degrees, and we're that's insane. Or do a wide body kit, so it's all kind of super lightweight, you can see it's flexible, so if you do make contact with another driver, what's the biggest advancement for you? You know, I think about 5 years ago, I was at a final drifting people are pushing the limit, and every single year we come back, somebody brings something new. Somebody figured out a new way. Wilder. So the sport is progressing all the time. More people are coming to watch the events. So now we are getting ready for some more for F1 and looking at some of the champion devices.
Just for my PlayStation 1 with my pocket money and my favourite car is actually in this batch. My favourite car of all time, the 3 litre T3 red, whether I was wearing a red t-shirt, red fuel. We've got so many young fans out here as well that you can see where
because it went all the other side
in the rain. And one of the difficulties the safety car has is to run really hard to run the decent pace to keep the going on field. The problem is the road car, when I had to do the car, not designed to cope with the kind of audience that year in 2006. But he didn't actually get any wins, but what a gorgeous car, that the aero design, of course, rules. Go on. This is a masterpiece of engineering for the Mercedes-Benz W125 for the next ladies here. This car was the dominant car between all the Union and Mercedes. I've driven this car. It's a 5.6. We've got Correctio, which is one of our recent and they would win titles in 1955, and then they would through for Formula One racing in this car again. Really was trying to power against the 2,500 horsepower. And the contrast then to the power that one, this car went on to win the Le Mans 24 Hours in 1995. And driven by JJ Eto, who went on, as you say, to win Le Mans with this machine, and he had competed in Formula One, and it never quite worked for him. He won Formula 3, and he stepped up, had a testing accident at Silverstone, injured his neck, and thereafter there was like behind the wheel of the McLaren M23. Of course, again, one of the champions. So much success, particularly in 1974, and taking, of course, Fittipaldi to his first championship and title. And of course, we're going to... It lasted several years, didn't it? It was introduced in 1973. I think it was introduced again. Successfully all the way through to the end of 76 and James won his World Championship, and in fact the successor to the 23 was the M26, another of the McLarens, and this is the MP4 beautifully as they went into the late 80s, so this was very much. And the Mario goes slightly different driving to here to the the podium, the right best ever to cross the first World Cup. Yeah, so the tag cover will... Yeah, but earlier on... The 20 Retro V8, part of production just on them in 1956. Taking a private constructor cycle as well, so in the field. But the combination of the license of the chassis, the genius of Ron Pro and actually development Right, you were talking about a modern driver, here we are, Gabriel Mortoretto, he's out there. He certainly is. This is the Sauber Ferrari, of course, not running its original livery back from 2013. It's got a 2024 Sauber livery on it. The V8 screams up past the Flint wall, and it had a mixture of results back in 2013. It was Esteban Gutierrez at the wheel alongside Nico Hulkenberg, who had just moved over from the system Aston Martin. But of course, at the top of the hill, Gabriele is called the level of steaming to make it run back. Absolutely, we're looking at the Mercedes W30. It never really worked, and of course, the penalty was Allison, who is a double Formula 1 captain with two different teams, and Lotus was one of those teams. Great to see him out there. It is great to see him, and of course, additional Fittipaldi helmet. There's Allison came into Formula 1 in 1971, the USA Grand Prix in Washington, to take his first World Championship, driving this car in 1972, and then backed it up. He left Lucas, joined McLaren, and was proud of that in Formula 2, and before that, even in Formula 3. So he was the first one. Now, this is my favourite. Any time I could keep playing after the festival of speed, it will be this one, the 10
screaming down. It always used to give me shivers when they'd all be lined up on the start line back when I used to go to the Silverstone as a kid. Just listen to that sound.
Very impressive. 15 Grand Prix from 19 races in 2002 and 2003. Really came into play in Brazil in 2002. And Michael Schumacher won 10 races with it. So it was a great time for Ferrari.
Well, it's not just a great time for Ferrari, but these cars are really not almost one or two remain having a lap record taken 2004 2005. That's what probably the Jack Bill now, because they were the most powerful, 980 horsepower, and a car weighing less than 600 kilograms. They make the current Formula One car look like not very quick.
Well, Felipe Massa is back out once again as well. But the things in the FCAA, the season that he came so close to winning the championship, but he had that massive battle with it came down to Lewis taking the title by 1 point from Felipe Massa. It was an amazing season. Felipe had 6 wins, and it was. They did actually win the constructors. This was a crucial time for Jackie Stewart.
Yeah, Jackie joined Ken Tyrrell in 1968 when they ran the Mass Club. The first Mass Club was the course of Benjamin. Then in the 69 version was a much more sophisticated car, and that led to Jackie winning the first one. And this was really set that car the Philippine round to another World Championship for Jackie in 1971. Following up was the final World Championship win in 1970. Tyrrell wasn't necessarily the fastest car in a single round. How you win races, and more importantly, how you win championships together. That's largely why the Philippines and Jackie Stewart was such a powerful force in Formula One.
So, heading up the hill now is the Lotus Goodwood 79, and it is Mario Andretti. Again, some great onboard shots. We get listening to the wonderful sound, the ground effect. Now, this was when ground effect was created.
Leap forward in technology in Formula One. And literally people didn't recognize the tunnels over those sidewalks. Lucas very cleverly tried to disguise it by, as soon as the car came to a standstill,
And Nigel Mansell, of course, another absolute superstar from the world. And he's really enjoying himself. A little way he goes.
This car is not really known as extended brand. It's known as the Red 5. That was Nigel's race number, the bright red number 5 in the front of the nose. 86.
It was still very significant. That tire failure in the last race. From that period that Nigel did win the championship, it's the team boss, James Bowles, who is currently in the car. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I can hear him getting a bit of a mix of getting the gears, because James is kind of a tall guy. Anyway, James Bowles is known to be Formula One, doing a good job in results sparing.
Hugely interested in the car, which I think is fantastic. Pedal, but hopefully we will be able to home in and hear the screaming, John, as you're waving at the screen all the
Well, it's Joe McCarthy driving it. Joe McCarthy, I don't know.
Such a title. It was completely and Eddie Irvine's been under the pressure to do the quite work out for it. Now, for Alpine, of course, we've seen this out a few times. For Aaron, the youngster, who got a chance to do FP1 to get all of the performance out of them. But Red Bull, of course, have had such great heritage, great success. in Formula One. They're having a bit more of a tough time at this stage. They took a fourth record with Sebastian Vettel in the 2010, 11, 12, 13, when Sebastian Vettel was able to dominate that period, and for Red Bull it was absolutely crucial to have that success. Looking at the RB7 here, this is the 2011 version that we're enjoying, and Patrick Frietacker at the wheel of this one. That was the one that he took his second title, Sebastian Vettel, very dominant with 12 wins in the 19 Grand Prix, 27 podiums, and I think he took the driver's title that year by about 122 points, I gather, from Jason Button, who was second.
Wonderful host again.
And you'll see this three-seater road car with the driver in the middle.